Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 80, recorded in Kendy's box room.
Raybo, I can't seem to know how are you keeping. That's some tune.
You're straight in, no kissing.
That's some tune.
Wait a minute now.
What?
This sounds different.
You haven't got the same acoustication off the bed because the bed's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Big changes in the box room, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, should we have to observe the 2 meter rule?
Yeah, so I have rearranged the room in order to rearrange or to make that 2 meter rule. Why are you coming in a little bit lower than I am? Try that again there.
Hello there, how are you?
Hey. You do a hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that's more the same. Ray, I have the room moved around so that we can stay 2 meters away from each other.
This is marvellous.
And also so it looks like a cool hip-hop studio for Kendy to be in. How many guitars can you count?
I can count at least 7 shite ones.
Don't be fucking telling people how many guitars in the room. They'll rob the house off me. Why would you say that?
I was hoping my shite guitar joke would have got.
That was a test. I was testing you. How many guitars do I have in the room? You were supposed to say
none.
You don't have any guitars in the room.
No, there's no guitars in this room.
No, there's a drop of a guitar.
It's lovely.
That one's nice though, isn't it?
It's much nicer now since you got rid of the bed.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know that's a bed, would you?
I love the way you put the old black drape on it so it doesn't look like a bed.
And also you cover it in scarves.
Scarves. Oh, that's where you put the scarves.
And there's a teddy and a rugby ball.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it good though?
I'm just delighted to be back in the box room.
I thought that you were going to be vexed being back in the box room.
No, I fucking hate Zoom. It's shite. Because what would happen is you'd say something, right? You say something to me there now, right?
Well, how's things, Ray?
Grand.
Things are grand, aren't it? That's just a
That's a nightmare.
Do you know the amount of editing, lads, that we did on those Zoom episodes that we did? We had to edit every gap.
Every single gap had to go.
And the amount of... No, you used to talk, Ray. What were you saying, Kendy?
It's terrible.
But we got through it. I have to say, like, Zoom, what an avenue Zoom has been over this whole thing, like.
Yeah, I'd say they're making a fortune.
Oh, well, you're the only one that bought. So here's the crack. Zoom told us all, wait and you see how savage our Zoom conferences are. Mm-hmm. And we were like, yes, they are. And they were like, don't worry about paying us. It's all right because there's a pandemic on.
Yeah.
We said, Zoom, you are fair sound, Zoom. Yeah. Fair play to you.
Yeah.
Then 2 weeks ago, they said, you're paying for it now, Skin. And when you're 40 minutes into your cruise, we're going to cut you all off.
Yeah.
And if there's one person in our entire group that knows how to spend money on stuff, Ray bought it. So we're all saying, that's grand, if you want to do a Zoom, just get Ray's account. Because he was the one stupid enough to buy it.
No, I was not the one stupid enough to buy it.
Go on.
Because I had to get it for the quiz. When we did the quiz, we couldn't have had a ball of people. Maybe
That's right.
We could. You're right. You're right. I'm just the stupid one that got the year-long subscription.
If anyone knows out there of another company that are doing that's not Zoom, that is free, please, because we're still doing quizzes every week.
Doesn't matter now. I'm contracted for a year. Same as them Disney Plus bastards.
You didn't contract yourself. You get contracted for a year.
I think it's a year, yeah.
You contracted the Zoom.
Yeah. And
you contracted the Disney Plus.
I got Disney Plus as well just because I wanted to watch The Lion King.
Yeah, it was shite enough.
It was lovely. I actually really enjoyed it.
You like The Lion King?
Have you seen The Lion King?
The hyena scared the whole of me.
Yeah, but one of them was Whoopi Goldberg. Whippy.
Was Whoopi Goldberg one of the hyenas?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But because it was Whippy, I didn't mind her because she used to be in Star Trek, see, so I'm used to her voice.
Did you know that was Childish Kendy that was playing the role of Simbi?
You talk about Childish Gambino.
Childish Flamboyant. Childish Flambino.
Hold on now, for anyone out there that doesn't know Childish, including myself, he's a rapper, is he?
He's a rapper, but he's also an actor by the name of Donald Glover.
Oh, that Donald Glover. It is Donald Glover.
He was in a wee show called Community.
Right.
And when this pandemic first kicked off, Community came back onto Netflix. Me and Nicola hadn't watched it in years.
Right, what's Community about?
It's about a load of people that go to college.
Right.
Community college.
Right.
And, a gang of misfits. It's what community college is all about.
Bit like Saved by the Bell.
It was a load of mature students.
Yeah.
The mature students that put their hands up in the lectures.
Right.
Sorry, can I say it like that? It was a load of them. It was a show about mature students.
Right.
Yeah. And Childish Kendy was in it.
And did he devise something in the Lion King? This is the original Lion King. He was Simba.
No, not in the original.
Oh, in the new one.
In the new...
the new one.
Adaptation.
I started with the adaptation.
Yes.
And I watched about 10 minutes of it and it freaked the shite out of me.
Oh, you went back to the old one?
Oh, I went back to the cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon is good, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying the adaptation, I don't know.
I had a lovely Saturday afternoon watching The Lion King. I felt like a child again.
Yeah, and you paid for a year subscription to get that.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what you watched it on, Ray.
Disney Plus.
No, but what
On the television.
accoutrements? All right, okay. You didn't watch it on the other thing you bought.
No.
Fuck's sake.
The other thing is glass.
Can we
though.
talk about this?
The other thing. Can we open the beers? I'm looing for the beer.
Let's open the beer, okay?
It's a Rascals beer today where she's brewed with German hops, and I be fond of Germans.
Lovely.
Love them. So, Wunderbar IPA, Rascals.
Lovely.
And she's punchy and fruity.
Oh, she punchy fruity now. You.
And you know something? I say, that's nice, far too much. Everything I have is, that's nice. Yeah. Cheers, lad.
Cheers. Welcome back, Ray.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
That's really nice.
That actually is nice, I have to
And
say.
I actually want to visit the Rascals HQ because they do the beers and they do the pizzas. And I love beers and pizzas.
They do beers and pizza.
I know.
In the same oven.
And shit that we're not getting paid for any of this. We're doing the finest, easy-going ads for people.
I know. Also, speaking of easygoing ads, can I say a big fair play to Blind Tiger for filling us with cocktails?
That's right.
Yeah.
I got shammed out with.
Oh, the Blind Tiger got to us and said, how'd you feel about a couple of cocktails, lads? We said, no bother, drop
But do you know what
Minchkin.
that was now?
Go on.
That was they got jealous.
No, they didn't get jealous,
They
Ray.
got jealous.
Hang on, now, we've been paid to drink. We're not mentioning any other cocktail bar in this town, Ray. No shagging way.
The Blind Tiger seen us with another cocktail bar and went, lads, we want you.
They said we could treat you. I could be really good to you.
Yeah.
That other one fella's abusive.
Yeah, they were texting us for a couple of weeks.
Ages.
Plaguing us.
And if that other cocktail bar had found out, but we played the field, Ray. Me and you played the field. That's how we do. So if you have an establishment in Sligo and you want to fill us with stuff, we're open. We're easy. We will spread the legs and whatever you have, we'll take it. Honestly, it doesn't bother us. Send it all our way.
And this week's, the Blind Tiger got us this week. And they made a lovely job of us now, in fairness.
Oh, they done a right job of us, Ray.
Oh, they got a...
I was waiting bent over at the door when Johnny arrived.
Yeah.
And he shoved 3 cocktails up me. And it was beautiful, Ray. I have to say.
They were lovely.
Are they delivering cocktails now, Ray? Is that the idea behind that?
I don't know.
I think they are. I think they're delivering cocktails at a very reasonable price. We might have spoken about another cocktail bar that was doing the same.
We have to be awful careful.
Oh, do you know what I'm saying though? I'm supposed to say to you as well, I love Lily's. Have you ever seen Lily's in town?
What?
Lily's a great spot as well.
Oh, you saying that too?
I just came into my head. I don't want Jamie to be mad at me.
We're shy to this. Do you think you got a load of phone calls from the last episode?
I don't know, actually. Did anyone out there ring Jamie when we said just ring him? Because he's flat out.
I don't think anyone would.
I would have been hilarious.
His hair is beautiful these days.
The size of it, Ray.
I know.
Oh, Ray, the size of it. It's just so long.
I'd love to know what product he uses.
I don't love.
He supplies the
Look
love
at me.
to
Do
it.
I look like him? Look at the head of me.
Anyway, look, we'll move on here now.
What were we talking about?
We were
before
talking
this?
about lockdown purchases.
Oh my God! Can we
And
tell
I think
people what you
I think we
bought?
can go through the two of us because I'm not the only one that bought lockdown things.
Okay.
Right?
So
I'll let you have a little think there now. Because lockdown did strange things to people.
oh, you did.
They went
yeah.
onto the interweb
Yeah.
and they looked at things and purchased them.
Jimmy Amazon man is rolling around in a load of cash, wiping his hole with 50s. 100% like
Jimmy Amazon.
Jimmy Amazon. Do you know him?
It's not Jeff Bezos, no?
I don't know.
He's the boy that owns us. He's the one with it.
He's the
Yeah.
richest man in the world.
He is not
And
no
I'm
more.
not surprised.
Not no more.
Who not no
Oh,
more?
the woman left him.
What?
The woman left him. She took half.
Oh, the owl bitch. Are you serious?
I think they broke up. No, I think it was very amicable.
Why?
I just think that's what I heard.
Oh, it didn't matter. But the next Bjorn that goes in said,
She'll only get a quarter.
How are you, Jeff? How are things? Which side we go to? We might go out for a wee drink. He wants to be careful, man. He wants to write up a prenup.
A prenup.
Yeah.
Prenup to
He
Al.
wants to put up now to her and say, because
Anyway,
he'd
we're-
lose some pound, boy.
We're getting off topic.
Go on.
Lockdown purchases.
Can I ask you something about Jeff Bezos? Just he sit on his computer at home when you're ordering Amazon, you go, and he's the one that you get onto, and he just has a big house full of stuff.
And then they hate seeing him down in the post office. They absolutely hate seeing him
He's just like
coming.
a savage advert seller. You know what I mean?
Oh.
On adverts.ie. What were you saying, Rick? Go on. Lockdown purchases.
That's
Go on.
really good. Imagine if Jeff Bezos opened up an adverts page. Jeff Bezos 102.4.
Go on.
Sounds like a radio station.
It does. Jeff Bezos. Ray, you're right about purchases. Go on. Sorry.
Right. My one big thing that I got over the lockdown.
Yeah.
I took a notion.
It was an awful notion.
It wasn't an awful notion.
It was a chronic notion.
It wasn't. I'm getting great use out of it. I've turned the ceiling of the bedroom into a big widescreen television.
Is that where you have it now?
I have it anywhere I want it. I can have it anywhere I want it.
No. Anywhere you want it.
That's
you can have a projector.
Yeah.
It's a projector, Raybo.
I bought a projector.
Yeah. I'm afraid to tell people what it costs, so we don't.
€589.
Absolutely mental.
Isn't it?
And
I took out a second mortgage to get it.
Can you explain why you bought it though? Because I think you bought it in like a 10-second conversation.
No.
In my head, what happened was someone said to you, "I'd love to be able to watch like something on the wall here. How savage would that be? Because the weather was good."
Yeah.
And you probably said, "Yeah, no bother." Like, and I'll get that there now.
That's pretty much how it happened.
I knew it.
But the cinema's closed.
Yeah, but
you need a certain level of big screenage in your life.
Would you have spent £589 in the cinema over the last 3 months?
Probably not. But it was crisis. We're in crisis.
You're
lads.
in a crisis now, man.
Plus, there was another thing as well. Our house was busy over the lockdown.
Yeah.
There was 4 of us.
Yeah.
And the living room, as I said, it's hard to get it.
It is hard to get it.
You know, and I'd be the sort to feel guilty. If I'm sitting in there watching Star Trek and there's anyone milling around at all, I get embarrassed and have to leave.
Yeah, no, I get that though. That makes sense, yeah. So you now made your whole roof a television.
Well, it's lovely. You can lie in the bed and just look up.
And what kind of quality is coming out of this €589 projector?
It's unbelievable.
Is it like the cinema?
It is.
Did you get a cock porn maker?
A what?
A cock porn maker.
What's a
for
cock?
the room? Where you make your own cock porn in the room. Do you know what? You could actually you probably do make your own cock porn in the room.
What are you talking about?
Have you got a popcorn maker in your bedroom?
I was good. Whoa! What are you talking about making porn?
Maybe you do that as well. I'm not. We'll get to that in a minute.
What are you calling it?
Cock
porn.
A cock porn maker. Do you remember Tommy's Tierney said that?
Oh
cock
God,
porn.
that's very good.
But did you not get one of them? No.
A popcorn maker.
Yeah.
No, I should have a microwave downstairs. You stick it in and away it goes.
You stick it in the way it goes, and tell me, because you could turn that whole room into a cinema if you wanted to.
And what? And actually sell tickets.
You could sell Wilson pickets, yeah.
I'd only get 2-3 people in because of the social distancing.
Still,
Yeah.
we charge £20 a ticket.
But you see, you can do it out the back as well.
Yeah, you could do it out the back. You could do an outdoor cinema like the drive-thrus.
That's what we're doing.
I could wallop the Skoda straight through the front door of your house and into the back garden. And tell me, Ray, have you got a proper speaker system for this cinema too? Is she surround sound?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
No.
No,
we're talking, Ray. Are we going to be bootleg cinema?
Yeah. I was planning it today.
Okay, well, wonderful. Okay.
Brendan's Tierney, Sensei, he sent me on, you know Fat Boy Slim?
Oh, yeah, the Fat Boy Slim.
He's DJ.
Yeah.
Fat Boy Slim, anyway, apparently he did this gig somewhere sometime and they recorded it. Okay. And I was watching it and it's about an hour and a half long. It's him doing a DJ set. Mm-hmm. And it's
on
just...
Facebook Live?
No, it's on YouTube. Okay. And it's just marvellous. It's just
during
marvellous.
lockdown, is this?
Oh, no, it was years ago.
Oh, right, okay. A marvellous DJ set.
A marvellous DJ set. So what I want to do is get the big speakers up in the back garden.
Okay.
Right? And I want to put up the projector on the back wall.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to get a smoke machine, which I have. Yeah. And one of the evenings when the weather is nice, I want to do banging disco in the back garden.
And how come, do you want your neighbours to come with pitchforks?
This is the problem now. I'm going to have to do a get to know your neighbours week.
Oh, feck.
Where I'm going to have to knock on all the doors and go, hello, my name is Ray and I'm looing for a banging disco. Would there be any chance on Tuesday evening, would you not mind me making noise for possibly 2 hours?
You want to get bacon, Ray?
10. Oh, that's it. I'm going to have to get bacon.
You're going to have to get Mammy's buns out, Ray.
Have you heard the news? You know the news.
I know the news. Can we release that video?
No.
Your mother's like Gordon Kendy, man, running around the place. She on the Great British Bake Off.
Over the lockdown, I took into a dose of bacon. Because that's what everybody was doing. There was a couple of weeks there and all I was saying was banana bread. I had no bananas for my banana sandwiches.
Everyone was making banana bread.
It was detrimental to my diet. I had no bananas.
Why was that?
I had copious amounts of bread that taste like bananas, but that's not what I wanted.
No, the banana bread is different than the bananas on bread, Ray. You know what I mean?
So the mother anyway would always be good at Mammy's buns.
Your Mammy has the best buns I've probably ever seen.
Or tasted.
Yeah, it tasted them too, Ray. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful.
They are tremendous. And they're so simple and so nice. And I says, how do you make them?
Yeah.
So she did an instructional video.
Oh, it was unreal.
It was unreal. Now, it was about 7 minutes long. But I asked her, is there any chance we could not... Actually, you know what we could do?
Go on.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
There was an instructional video on how to make Mammy's buns. Mm-hmm. Right? And if any fans of the podcast are interested in finding out how to make Mammy's buns,
yeah,
we might put it up on YouTube and send on the link to anyone that wants to
Yes.
find out how to make it.
Yes.
So there's a 6-minute instructional video. She can't release it on Facebook because she doesn't want the whole world seeing it.
No.
But I'd say she's no problem doing the OnlyFans thing.
Oh,
Have you heard? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She might do the only buns.
I would.
She might.
Yeah.
Or what like only mams. I don't know.
You imagine that. Imagine my mother had an OnlyFans account, but it was just bacon.
Oh, sweet Jesus, way.
I'm new to this OnlyFans thing as well. I
Oh.
didn't know about it.
Yeah, but see, it's taken off now in the quarantine because every young one says, I'm going to set up an OnlyFans. So everyone wants to see my cans.
But you're making a fortune off it.
Yeah, but I don't know if they are making a fortune off it. Like,
Well, it looks like they're making a fortune off it.
here's the thing. Like, the real thing about the OnlyFans is I make fun of it all the time or whatever, and I'm always on about it. Like, I can categorically tell you now, Kendy is not subscribed to any of these OnlyFans, and I don't see why I would.
That's because you have a Nicola.
But yeah, but is that only because I have a Nicola? Would I be subscribing to them?
I'd say if you didn't have a Nicola, I'd say you'd have 4 or 5 of them lined up.
I doubt it though, because when Kendy goes to buy a house in 5 years, with Nicola or not,
Right.
you know, and I'm on to Seamus there down the AIB, and he says, right, we're just going to just have a look back over your finances, make sure you weren't in Boyle Sports every day.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
check your credit history.
Yeah.
Okay, you've subscribed to 36 OnlyFans. Like, I don't think fellas are going to subscribe, but maybe I'm daft. Maybe young fellas are daft.
Do you
and they
think
will.
that for mortgage applications, OnlyFans subscriptions will reflect badly on you?
No, I don't. I just don't. I don't see. Maybe I'm embarrassed easier, but why would you want on your history, your bank history, that you're subscribing to see young ones eating themselves as arses?
Wait a second, you're after uncovering something I never thought of.
Go on.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Like it's
You
not.
don't want Seamus down the AIB knowing that you're
Yeah.
following what's it callers.
And I don't know what it does, but like it probably shows you who. Like, so let's say if there's a woman down the road called Eileen Higgins and she has an OnlyFans and she's well known around Sligo.
Shout out to Eileen.
Fair play, Eileen. I'm not saying Eileen does have an OnlyFans, like.
Imagine if you didn't know him, you're Eileen Higgins, and you have an OnlyFans. Jeez, how the boys know about that?
But then, so let's say then, and obviously Sligo a small town then, Ray. Kenty's going, I'm not mad into Eileen Higgins. I'd love to see what Eileen Higgins looks like naked because I know her. It's the girl next door job.
And you just want to see what she looks like naked.
Kendy subscribes in Eileen Higgins.
Yeah.
There's your whatever it is a month. It's 40 quid. I don't
Just
know
to
what it
see
is,
her
like.
in the nip.
I want to see what she looks like. You know, I want to see through her.
Yeah.
So what happens?
Right.
And then 2 years later, you go down and the bank are like, we're going to look at your statements. Or anyone says, you just have a look at your statements, like
Yeah.
whatever. And then they say, oh, geez, you were following Eileen Higgins' OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Why would you want that to be a thing?
Well,
But this is the thing.
unless Seamus turns around to an AIB and says, did you see what you put up last night?
Oh, he says, I did do the dirty
Oh,
master.
that's unreal. Come here, you're sound for that mortgage now. You've got good taste, I'll tell you.
But this is the thing though, Ray. Maybe that's just me going, the embarrassment in that is unbelievable. But maybe young fellas are going, I don't give a shite. Maybe the world is changing. Maybe the world is changing, Ray. And like, maybe young fellas are going, yeah, I do. I know Sheila or
Yeah.
Eileen Higgins.
Yeah.
I subscribed to her. It's great, whatever.
Yeah.
Fair play to her. She makes a few pounds and I'm enjoying seeing her cans. But I think that's disingenuous though. I think the idea of, yeah, I have an OnlyFans, don't be shaming me. Don't be shaming the fellas either that like are following this. I think that's disingenuous. Like,
Yeah.
because like at the core of all of that, and you being like, you've got, oh my God, I got such personal freedom putting up my cans on the OnlyFans, and I'm so glad I finally did it, and I'm so glad all of my male friends are following, and they're so supportive. They're ripping it out of us, Ray. At the core, at the center of all of that positivity, he's at home ripping it out of us.
Did you see that the pair of Johnnies had a girl on the show
From that had an OnlyFans.
that had an OnlyFans?
Can we do that?
Can we?
Can we rob their idea? I am so intrigued to see. I didn't know that, did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Right.
And I seen a couple of clips on the old Instagram, and the pair of Johnnies were asking her like, how do you put up with like people screen recording and stuff?
Uh-huh.
And she said that's fine. She said because it's the best advertisement she can get.
Oh, you can take their stuff then.
Well, you can screen record. So
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if one of the lads subscribes,
Yeah.
he can screen record the stuff she's putting up and then throw it into the
give it to
WhatsApp
everyone.
group. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But she
yeah.
said her link is down the bottom of it. And she said that the lads just look at it and go, I'd like more Eileen if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then they subscribe. She said it's best advertisement because you can't
Oh,
take
maybe
out an
that
ad in the
works.
Farmer's Journal.
You know, that's funny. I never thought of that, and that hasn't popped up on WhatsApp groups yet.
On our WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, are we too old? I think we're too old for OnlyFans. Ray.
Either that or all we're interested now in Shams running 5Ks.
Yeah.
And look, I did it in 22
What
minutes.
happened? Ray, we used to get loads of young ones on our WhatsApp groups, and now all we get is Sean Riley and Derek and Johnny B
Yeah.
scores in their 5Ks.
Yeah, and everybody goes fair play to you.
Yeah, but I can't. You know, I'm not going to look at that and go, whoa, look at the legs on that time.
I will say one thing to you though.
Go on.
You're very much the odd one out now on the old
Raybo,
5K
lads.
group.
Raybo's running 5Ks now. And you want to see him, lads. He looks unbelievable. Not that Raybo didn't look unbelievable in the past, but he looked fairly shit. And now he looks unreal.
But I never liked running.
Yeah, but
ever.
Do you like running now?
Still not great, but it's less upsetting than it was before.
Yeah, because I hate running.
Yeah.
Like, I love running in the context of playing a match. Like, that's grand. I think that's the best way for me to get fit. I haven't done that in 3 years.
You're right there, yeah.
Did we tell anyone this yet? I don't hiccup. Did we tell, like, I tried to run 5K and I could only make it 3K.
Is that all you could do? And did you give up?
I felt like my stomach was trying to either go out my arse or my mouth. I felt like my stomach was on a rocky boat and it was trying its damnedest to... I felt like my stomach was on a rocky boat and it was trying its damnedest to run from left to right to keep the boat balanced, where really it should have just stood in the middle.
Right.
It couldn't get it back at all.
So 3K stop.
Yeah, because I'm so fucking unfit, Ray. The size
Would you not
of
have gone out a day or two later and tried it again?
Yeah, but I got such a hop from only being able to run 3K that I was like, Kendy, you're getting married next year. You might as well get massive. What's the point?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here's another thing as well, Ray. There ain't no young ones looking at Kendy. This thing, my mammy always told me, you're some good looking young fella. That's not true. I only found out that's not true in the last couple of years.
What do you mean you found out?
When I was
You're a good looking
maybe 16 to 21.
Yeah.
Hear me out though, Ray. Pretend I'm a stupid idiot for a second.
Okay.
Hear me out, Ray. When I was 16 to 21, I think some young ones might have looked at Kendy and gone, geez, that's actually a fine young fella.
Yeah.
That I've realised in the last 2 or 3, that does not happen. So why don't I just get massive?
So you're going to get massive, eh?
Why wouldn't I? It's only Nicola's looking at me, sure.
Yeah.
I might just get 50 because there's no point. Young ones don't give a shit anyway. I'm too old for the young ones.
You don't need the young ones anymore.
I don't
have
need
a Nicola.
them. He's right, I have a Nicola, so
Yeah.
why don't I just get massive?
And would you like to be massive?
Well, look, if you want to, I have a GoFundMe and an OnlyFans set up in order for you. If you want to support Kendy and getting massive, send me chicken rolls or just money.
Can I just give you some pearls of wisdom about being massive?
Yeah.
Right?
You were never massive though.
No, I was close enough. Mother of God, just let me tell you now.
Go on.
Like when we've discussed quite a few bits. You'll find them when you're driving. You'll have to open the belt and the top 2 buttons.
But I'm already doing that, Ray.
Yeah.
I was playing the PlayStation 2 nights ago in a pair of sweatpants, and the waistband man was cutting me open. It was, Ray.
Yeah.
I can grab my belly in 2 hands now. I could never do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Right. Another thing, you're not going to be able to shop in the majority of shops.
Okay.
So that your shopping options are very limited.
Like clothes,
Yeah.
not food. Like.
I need to introduce you to a shop called Jack and Jones.
Oh no! I'm not, if I get that fat,
That's when you know.
I'm not getting that.
When you
fat.
find yourself only being able to shop in one shop, that shop is Jack and Jones, then you know then.
Yeah, but that's not true though, Ray. You could have bought way more. Is that Jackie Jones that T-shirt? No.
No, that's not. That's pennies.
Oh yeah, it looks like you just bought a Penny's version of your Jackie Jones T-shirt.
I did,
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy that in Penny's recently?
No, this is years old.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I was going to say it because I wouldn't like to see you going into.
Oh, this is the 2014 collection.
Oh, is it? Is
It
it back
is.
in rotation?
I do get them and I put them away.
Yeah.
Do you know, for when I'd not be as bit massive.
Oh, okay, that's your not so massive
Yeah,
T-shirts.
see, I'd be very good when I was massive. I'd be tipping into shops going, one day I'll fit that.
Oh.
I'd buy it for
So
motivation.
Would you have fit into that in 2014?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't massive in 2014.
That's like amazing then that you can fit into it now.
Oh, it's marvellous. I've all these old clothes now that I can actually use.
What is she, an extra medium?
I had no idea.
You don't, yeah, but I'll tell you what, no.
Thanks, Jaxie.
You want to see the head and rail, lads.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Come here, I have...
You're winning quarantine. That game of quarantine that everyone is struggling with, you're winning it. Like.
Pandemic lockdown.
Yeah, pandemic lockdown. Because I think it suits you to working at home.
Oh, jeez, it did. But you're 10 hours less driving a week.
Unreal.
Hmm.
Do you know what this made me think? And even though not that I'd be gigging anyway, because musicians' lives are over. But I've been at home with Nicola now for 90 days nearly. Like.
Oh, my God. That's the best pre-marriage course you'll ever do.
It is the best pre-marriage course you'll ever do. But what I've noticed is, why am I driving around the country? Mm-hmm. Why am I doing that?
Yeah. I was always asking that question. You'd be always telling me about going to Killarney.
Yeah.
And I'd be going, why?
Yeah, because unfortunately, like when you're in the wedding game or any, like you have to go travel everywhere. Like, but it's made me reevaluate that now and go, geez, I wonder can I just do all gigs in Sligo?
Mark O'Reilly now in Hot Fuzz, he doesn't listen to this podcast, does he?
No, but if he does, it doesn't matter anyway because he's obviously reevaluating as well. He has a wife and kids, like.
All right, so he's enjoying it
So
too.
he's obviously looking at it and going, here, what have I drive around this country for?
Yeah.
You know? And it is the best pre-marriage course in the world. Now, obviously, they're married, like, but I mean, you learn a lot. Like
Yeah.
me and Nicola haven't had one argument like in 90 days.
Not one.
Not one. I swear to God,
Not one
one.
ill-feeling word at all.
I swear to God, not
That's
one.
marvellous.
I've kicked the head of her a few times, but we've never had an argument.
That's just natural.
They were just with love. You know?
Love kicks.
Because there used to always be that worry with Nicola, like that she, you know, when I'd be out and about gallivanting around the town doing gigs, she used to think I'd be baiting someone else, like, and that was a real worry in her mind.
You know
like.
we can't go down this road.
She'd say, "Who are you baiting?"
Stop it.
Never mind. Listen, I think the worrying thing is Nicola's going back to work now on Monday.
What are you going to do?
But what am I going to do and what's she going to do? I'm going to be absolutely lost when she goes back to work. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'll call over, mind you. I'll be like a carer.
You might have to.
Yeah. Come in. Would you like your breakfast, Kendy? Yeah, would you? What does Nicola normally make you?
Jam and toast.
Jam and toast.
She always makes me jam and toast. But she's really worried about going back to work as well. Like, I mean, like it seems like a really long time, but I'm thinking back to the first week of, right, lads, everyone's at home now.
Yeah, and we all thought it was for 2 weeks.
We thought it was 2 weeks, like.
Yeah.
I mean, Nicola were going, geez, imagine we were 8 days into this or whatever. You know what I mean? We had that conversation so many times over the first month.
Yeah.
Nicola, it's been 16 days. Like. And we stopped doing that after a couple of weeks because we just took it as new life.
Yeah.
Like, didn't we? Didn't everyone take this as their new life? I don't know, am I the only one saying that? And maybe there's some people who listen to this whose lives haven't changed at all. Like, they've only just got they've got harder because they're still working in harder environments. Yeah, but like, you are still working, Ray.
Am I your first visitor? Because I get the feeling that you haven't talked to anyone in 90 days.
No one. No, but no one's come into the house, Ray. Now that you're allowed to come in and we're allowed to do this, like, at a safe distance, no one's come in.
Jesus.
Me and Nick have taken this relatively seriously, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most people have.
Yeah.
But it's fucking mad.
I feel like I'm your counsellor now and you've got 90 days worth of stuff to talk about.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of life going back to normal, to be honest.
Why would you be scared of that?
Well, because I think we've learned that. I think we've learned that vocation doesn't mean as much as you think it does.
That's right.
I think we genuinely have learned that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more happier things in life to be dedicating your time to.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think vocation's very important, like, and goals and drive. I think you'd just sit on the couch all day if you had. But I think we've learned that dedicating 24 hours a day to it is probably fucking silly, Ray.
And come here and tell me now, in the 90 days you've been here, what portion of that did you sit on the couch?
Like, I mean, are you allowed to say all of us?
Lovely the way you're saying. I don't think working is what it's all about. You know, your vocation and your career. You know, but I know it's like
no. But what I mean by that is that you shouldn't dedicate. Like, my idea would always be to Nicola. Like, you know, I have to go and do all this stuff, and I have to go and do this. I don't care if it's taking up 24 hours a day. I'm going doing this. I have to do all this.
You've always been like that, in fairness.
And you realise that it isn't worth what you think it's worth.
No.
Because what's really, really important is sitting down with people that you really like.
Yeah.
And just sitting.
Just sitting,
honestly.
having crack and tea.
And the other thing is as well, even beyond that, you start, like, over the lockdown, I started to learn things I actually wanted to learn.
Lovely.
And doing it in my own time. You know what I mean? I'm scared, like, to go back. But the great thing about me going back is that what we can say now is that when, like, Fiddler's Creek is opening because it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
At the start of July. And we're going to do restaurant music in there while people are sitting down eating. And the great thing is it's getting me back into the working world again. Thank fuck when it happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not as severe as the work that I used to be doing, which was driving around this country 7 nights a week, which is a bastard, like. But
come here, after the break, do you still want to do the podcast?
yeah, well, I think it's maybe realised that this is for. I love the Zoom podcast, by the way.
Oh.
I thought it was very easy go. I thought it was the best way we could have done this.
Oh, jeez, it was the only way we could have done it. Yeah.
But I do, like, I think stuff like this is the way to go. I don't know. I'm worried about going back.
I will say one thing.
But I know I have to.
I did hear a couple of things over the lockdown.
Yeah.
From people who told me that the old podcast helped them through an old tough old time in life.
Well, that's great if it did.
And I'll tell you, that's the best money I ever made.
Yeah, not real money, but
not real money, just good-natured money.
I'd love if it was money now. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
Oh, now, Jesus, if it was money, now we'd be delighted. But no, Jesus, I tell you, it's great to think that you can help people the odd time. You know?
In my head, it makes no sense. Like, why are you listening to us two idiots?
Oh no, I
And
still
why is
don't
that-
understand.
Like, why is that working?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we've never thought a second about anything we say on this. Like,
No.
so why does it matter?
Well, I'd like to bring up something now.
Go on.
Now, you know the way we bring up topics.
Yeah, okay, bring up a topic then.
Last week, I seen a video of your nephew. He's your
right.
nephew, isn't he?
That's right. He'd be my godchild.
Right. There was a
Yeah.
video of your godchild,
Yeah,
Blow in Galway,
that's right.
right?
Yes.
And The video was of him at the drawer.
He was at all the drawers, Ray.
Yeah, and he took he was taking out, right?
Yeah.
The accoutrements from the drawers.
Yeah.
It was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And the spatulas and the wooden spoons.
Yeah.
And the sieves.
Yeah.
And then the plastic bags are all coming out of another drawer.
Yeah, but yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
this is what I observed.
Yeah.
Now, this has made me worried. For my ability to understand children.
Yeah, it made me panic too.
All I seen, and I think you're going to be, like, you're getting married.
I know.
So you're going to maybe have a child.
Yeah, another one, probably, yeah.
What do you mean another one?
Well, one with Nicola, yeah.
Or what?
Wait, never mind. Keep going there, Ray. Never mind.
Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, geez, that's a story for later. But anyway, I was watching him, right? So Colin is his name.
Colin.
Yeah, he's your godchild. And
right.
there he was, taking out the accoutrements. And what he was doing was he was placing them on the floor.
Yeah.
Right?
We thought they were better on the floor. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Now, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right? But then his father, Joey,
Yeah.
who's your brother,
Yeah.
Joey came in and picked up all the bits, right? While Colin was still removing the accoutrements from the drawer. He picked up all the accoutrements, all the work that Colin had done. He picked it all up and put it back in the drawer.
Yeah.
It didn't faze Colin.
No, you still going.
It was as if Joey was invisible.
Yeah. Joey, in Colin's head when he's doing that, Joey doesn't matter there. He just has a few bits to do, like.
Right. Now, if I was setting up for a gig, me and you were doing a gig, we'll say, right? And we were unloading the van.
Yeah.
Or I was unloading the van, and then you landed.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm bringing all the speakers into the pub.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. What's that? What is a pub? What are speakers?
Oh,
When did this-
people used to drink there. We used to do gigs there, actually.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story from back ago.
Yeah.
You know?
We used to do gigs in those places.
Yeah.
Sandwich crack.
So I'm taking all the gear in out of the van, into the pub, and you just land out and you start bringing the speakers back out and put them in the van.
Yeah.
And it's as if I don't react.
You just keep taking the
I
speakers
just
out.
go oblivious.
Yeah.
On this pointless.
Yeah, but the thing about Colin and at his age is that what Joey's doing means nothing to him. He just has them few bits to do. I'm going to have to take this stuff out, like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And all Joey can say to him is, I wasn't planning on putting that in the floor, Colin, like. And he, why not? Okay, I put it there anyway, like.
Yeah.
See, he's at that age. He's at that age where Colin was tremendous fun for ages, and now you're like, holy shit, the bastard's running around pulling houses asunder.
But I mean, that's what he was doing. He was pulling the house
houses asunder. And delighted with himself.
But delighted.
He's looking up going, I've that done there, Joey and Lisa.
Yeah.
I've that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Why are you putting it back for? I'll check it out again.
But he doesn't even ask. He doesn't ask why you're putting it back. You put it all back, he keeps going.
Yeah. He'd say at that age, has anyone else out there got a 1.5-year-old that's pulling houses asunder?
I was shocked looking at
I've
it.
never seen nothing like it.
Do you know another thing as well?
Go on.
Do you know when the Joey could throw and Colin up in the air?
Yeah.
Jeez, I hope now none of Toosler are getting on about this.
Oh, my mammy will hit the roof.
What?
When you say throwing them up in the air.
Would you know, Dole, giving the baby
do you
the
know
wee...
what mammy does be doing?
What?
She's lethal. We'd be doing like, FaceTime calls like for everyone to keep the family. And Joey'd obviously have the video on Colin all the time because Mam doesn't care about seeing Joey. She just wants to see her grandchild.
Right.
Joey needs to mean nothing to Mam anymore. They're just the middleman. They're an avenue to get to this lovely little child.
Yeah.
But Joey could have the camera on Colin as he's walking around the house and Mam would be, Joey, he's going for the stairs. Joey, watch him. Mam, he has the camera on him. He can see him. I don't know what goes on in Mam's head, but does she think that, what does she think Joey and Lisa are doing when she's not on the camera? When she can't see, Joey, he's going for the other door. He's going for the dog food. Joey, watch him now. What does she think is happening?
I don't know.
She's so... it reminds me of Mam when we were kids, and how she used to freak out.
Would you be the same when you were a child?
Oh, she used to freak out when we do anything.
Jesus.
I remember I fell off a wall one time, right? About a 3 foot... What the height of that desk?
Yeah, okay.
Backwards now.
Yeah.
And my old lady came out a window of a house quicker than the Flash would have done it.
She came out a window.
She came out a window of a house, Ray.
How do you mean she came out a window?
She was... I don't know how she managed this.
So you fell off the wall?
She saw through the window.
Right.
And she came through the window as quick. No, not breaking through it.
I just can't picture Geraldine jumping out a window.
But one of her child, she thought was in trouble. I got up, I was like, yeah, I just fell off that wall there. She thought, oh, he's dead.
Right.
Her life, Mam's life, must be so hard worrying. I don't know how she worries like she does.
Oh, jeez, I tell you, my mother wasn't like that at all. There was one time my sister ate a woodbine from under. You know, woodbines, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my granddad used to smoke woodbines. Oh, she was under the table and she was like, "Oh no, what's this?" And sure, typical child approach to anything they find. I'll eat it.
Oh, I'll eat that.
Yeah, so she had half a woodbine.
Oh,
No, she didn't like it. But she got pure white.
she could have ate, like, why didn't she go for a silk purple or something?
That
something
was
a bit
all that was
handier?
on the floor. It's not like she had a big selection.
A fucking woodbine.
She didn't turn, like, go out from under the table and go, Grandad, have you anything other than woodbines? Just I'm not into them. This doesn't taste very nice.
They're heavy enough, these ones.
Yeah, jeez, but the mother was never now as bad as your mother.
Oh, jeez. I don't know how man must be sick with worry every night, like.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know how she lived with she had 3 brothers and a husband on the road gigging, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did she sleep, like?
I don't know.
Fucking
You
hell.
kind of interrupted me there now. I was going to tell you something.
Tell me something. What were you going to tell
When
me?
Joey did be throwing Colin up in the air.
Yeah, freaking
right?
mam out. Yeah.
Freaking your mother out. Colin would be smiling away. This is another thing.
It's his favourite.
If you threw me up in the air,
Yeah, okay.
who'd be freaking out in that situation? It wouldn't be Geraldine. It'd be me.
Yeah,
I'd be
100%.
freaking out because I'd be up in the air and I'd be trusting you to catch all the heaviness.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So Colin doesn't care because
Yeah.
that's because kids trust
Yes.
the parent.
That's what I was going to say.
Because they've never been dropped.
Yeah, Colin doesn't know what being dropped is.
Yeah.
He just thinks this is savage crap.
Joey needs to drop him.
I think we might have to get Joey to drop him, yeah.
Just once.
We're only
Throw him up
saying-
in the air and just step away.
I know, ma'am, it sounds weird, but like it's for his own good. We're going to have to drop the child. We're going to have to drop the child.
No, you'd have maybe a little soft furniture or something, you know. So it wouldn't be. It'd just be.
No, Ray has to know.
Oh, he has to hit the tile. He has to hit the tile.
Anyway, if there's anything to be said for this is one thing that's got me and Nicola through lockdown is seeing all the antics of Colin growing up.
Yeah.
It's a I
Jeez,
mean,
we've gone very maternal now in our podcast.
kids are mental, Ray.
We went from a very, a nice start in the podcast there today, and then we went into a very heartwarming, empathetic kind of Kendy's experience of the lockdown.
Yeah.
And now we're going into talking about children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else?
What's happened to us?
But I think our eyes have been opened, Ray. Do you know?
Your eyes.
Well, yeah.
What's my eyes been opened on?
Well, I mean, I think the government may step up, Ray.
Go on.
Listen, I think the government may step up and they may cut the shit that was said a couple of years ago of civil servants can't be working at home.
Oh.
And they may go, I think we should explore this avenue for civil servants, let them work at home.
Are you saying leave Raybo at home?
I say leave Raybo home.
Right.
Sure, won't half the office be happy.
It's a bold statement. They would be more than half the office.
I think, but wasn't that the dialogue all along? No, geez, you couldn't have civil servants working at home now.
Yeah, they wouldn't do a tap.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, no, we can, in fairness. We've shown that now.
Straight away.
It was marvellous.
How long did it take you to acclimatise yourself to home?
It was an hour or two that morning.
An hour. I was going to say a couple of days. An hour or
No,
two.
because the work still comes at you, like.
All you need just a computer. That's it.
The computer, but the thing about it is you still have to do it. Because the boss will be on that evening.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the work?
You can't. Yeah, you still have to get your work done. Like it's not like they'd be dossing around drinking tea. Yeah, but there's a work to be
Now,
done.
don't get me wrong, I drink tea.
Yeah, but you could drink tea, Ray.
Yeah.
There's no one trying to stop you drinking tea.
I love having tea breaks with Sean O'Reilly.
You shouldn't be stopped from having tea break. That should be the goal. That should be what happens. Ray, this is your workload. Obviously, you need to get this work done, Ray. But you're now working from home.
You feel
and
very
my
strongly about
idea.
this.
What? I do feel very strongly, even though I'm not even a civil servant. I feel very strongly about it. And if you're listening to Kendy, Varadkar, and Simon Harris, and everyone who knows me, what should happen is you should put them on a 3-day, 2-day turnaround thing.
Yeah.
And you should be Monday to Wednesday sitting at home, scratching your bag, doing your bit of work.
And drinking the tea.
And then on Thursday and Friday, you should be sitting in the office, scratching your bag, doing your bit of work.
And drinking the bit of tea.
And drinking the bit of tea. So the only difference is an office and a bedroom.
Jesus Jackson, we need to get you in public office.
No, but I'm only saying, Ray. So if you want to vote for me,
Yeah.
I'm running for...
Would you go for it?
I'm running for local office next time.
The last time we talked about you running for something, you got a part in a musical.
I know.
So if I say now, you're
but
going
what
for... What party would you run under?
Jeez, I'll tell you who I wouldn't anyway.
Go on. Are you going to be a problem for Blaine Gaffney? Is that what I'm asking you now?
No, not that at all. No, it's not.
Is he going to be annoyed?
Do you know what the annoying thing is about being in a place like Sligo is that you know everyone. I know a Fine Gael TD, I know people for Kendy TD,
Yeah.
so I don't want to insult any of the parties.
Sinn Féin, so.
But you know,
It's the only way for you.
Oh, fucking no.
Mark Kennedy, Sinn Féin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Doesn't even sound nice, does it?
Oh, Lord. Well,
How
Sinn
would you be now?
Sinn Féin are having a field day lately, the bastards.
How so?
Because they're kind of going, this is great, like, because this is the best time to scrutinise a government, like, we're just going to ask all the questions.
Right.
Even though I feel like if they had actually got into office when they should have a couple of months ago, they would have shite the trousers the first thing they come across the pandemic. They would have filled the tags up, Ray. And now you know what the shit thing is about what's going on now? We're trying to find a government now over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be Holly Martin that's going to get it with Fianna Fáil again. Like,
Holly Martin.
Holly Martin's going to get in, Ray.
But he's in with Leo and with Ryan Vlad, the Green Man.
Yeah, but the Greens, the fucking Greens they're a funny bastard group, Ray.
They're what I like to call, and I predicted this months ago. I said it's going to be Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil and the Greens.
Yeah.
Because I said they're all going to mind each other.
Yeah.
Do you know, if Fianna Fáil get carried away spending all the money, Fine Gael is going to go, hold on now a second, you can't be at that.
You're not Bertie anymore.
You're not, exactly. And then if Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil get carried away doing all the things they normally do, the Greens are going to go, what about the cycle lanes?
No, straight away.
Do you know?
I'm sorry, lads, but we haven't discussed the cycle lane from Sligo to Dublin yet. Well, I'll tell you why we haven't Greens, because we haven't even a fucking motorway from Sligo to Dublin yet.
That's it, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, we want a greenway.
I think if the Greens had their way, Ray, they'd say, do you see all those roads?
Yeah.
They're fucking not roads anymore.
They're not roads. We don't need roads.
I want everyone to go down and buy a bike in Smiths.
And tell you what as well, we did a lockdown, nobody moved. It didn't hurt anyone.
No.
Let's leave everybody where they are and let's stop this travel crack altogether.
Don't be going anywhere. They won't even want you to walk because you'd be breathing stuff into
you can
the air.
walk, but only within your 20k.
No, that's what the Greens want.
That's what the Greens want.
And this isn't hearsay, lads. This is the Greens manifesto. So
no,
please,
it's not at all.
I just think the Greens are funny, because they'll say we're all for whatever we're for, but they're the same as Fianna Fáil. They get into bed with anyone. They don't give a shite. If it was a Sinn Féin government, the Greens would be getting in, and if it was a Fine Gael government, the Greens would be getting in. They don't give a shit, man. Yeah. And that's the thing about all these minority parties. They don't.
So who are you going to be running for?
I couldn't run for anyone. They all wrecked me skull.
Is it going to be people before Kendy?
Not in a million years.
Right, hold on. I thought that was actually your party name. The Kendy Party.
Yeah, but...
would it be the Kendy Party?
I'd run on my own back.
You'd be an independent.
Yeah, but what the independent gets done either. All the independents do is go, lovely, I'm after getting into government. I wonder will I just go to Europe to fuck. That's what they do.
That's true.
That's what they do.
Oh, become a MEP.
Yeah, and what the fuck? It's, because the thing about people who vote in independence is that the reason you vote in an independent, there's two reasons. You either vote them in because you believe in what they're doing for your local community. Yeah. That'd be my only reason for voting independent. And the other reason you vote independent is by the by, because it's just, I don't like any party, so I'm going to vote in independent.
Yeah.
But the real reason why people vote independent is because they go, I'll tell you why I'm voting for that independent, because in the locality, that fella's actually kicking.
Yeah, he's doing bits.
And then the second you vote him in, he goes, look, come here, I'm away to Brussels for 2 years. I forgot to say that.
You're talking about Ming, yeah.
Don't fucking say that. That's not. It's
Sorry,
not.
I was putting two and two together.
No, but it is all of them though.
Yeah,
that's
no
what
roof in the pool in Castlereagh.
That's what they do. And then you end up having fucking by-elections or whatever the hell. I mean, it's the whole system is a waste of time. But the only upside to Irish politics over loads of other politics, and especially English politics, and even more especially American politics, is that for the most part, with air quotes over Kendy's candies, that we don't have a two-party left versus right system. Thank God.
Yeah.
Now, that is creeping in, and the only reason it's creeping in is because of fucking social media and us watching Trump the fool.
No.
You know?
There's a specific restriction now in this podcast going forward.
We can't talk Trump.
We cannot talk Trump. We cannot talk the other stuff that's going on.
No, we're not talking that other stuff. Not at all. Not
no
at all.
Way, not a hope.
It's not our game. It's not our game.
No.
We wouldn't even know where to start.
We had a production meeting, myself, yourself, and Maura, and we said, no, we're not doing this.
Well, me and you were mad to do it, and Maura lit on us.
Oh, she did.
Maura.
Now, Maura's a woman in her 50s, and she's been working in the office for us now the last 6 months.
She's like that old Irish nurse.
She is.
That you know, where there's a foreign doctor, and the Irish nurse goes, I've been working in Port Junklin now. Ahmed for 30 years, and I think I know how to work with patients.
Yeah.
Did they ever tell you the time that one of the best doctors I've ever seen, very articulate, very smart gentleman, I think he might have been from Pakistan, and he was working in a hospital, Ray, and I was getting something down my throat, and says I to him, I'm not getting knocked out. He says, yeah, you're not getting knocked out, right? Mm-hmm. And but so the nurse comes over and she says, I'm just going to put the thing in now, lovey, and we'll knock you out in no time. Mm-hmm. And the doctor said he's not getting knocked out, and she turned to him and she said, well, I'm sorry now, but am I the only one around here that wants to just get ready in case we have to knock him out then? And the doctor said, no, you're right. I was like, you're a fucking doctor. Tell that bitch, fuck off.
I love the way that we've gone on to this story.
But it's
from talking about a fictional office assistant that we don't actually have, nor we have grant funding for.
But what I'm saying is Maura is very similar.
Because
Maura lit on us, Ray. She lit on us.
We're not talking about things.
We're not talking about things like
we have
walking the
opinions,
park.
but it's a fun podcast, even though Kendy spent 20 minutes of it talking about how the epidemic or pandemic?
Pandemic.
How the pandemic actually affected himself and Nicola.
Yeah, and I talked a little bit of politics. Can I tell you something, Ray, and anyone out there who knows, or Sensei Brendan Tierney? I mean, he is on the verge of running for politics. Like.
He is. But something more, though.
What?
That man's birthday's coming up next weekend.
That man's birthday coming up. Are we allowed to tell people what age he is? He's the big 40,
He's
Ray.
the 4. Oh!
He's a big 4.
Do you know
Oh
what he's
my
planning?
God.
Do you know what he's planning?
Go on. You were driving a tractor yesterday. What's wrong with him? His lifelong goal was to drive a tractor.
For some weapon of a tractor.
It was some yoke, like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have bet, like, I'd have better in Farm Simulator. But for him, it was, you know, it was great.
Anyway, the main thing is that we just wanted to shout out there to Brendan Tierney, our sensei. Happy birthday.
And when are you running for local office, Brendan, and what party would you be going for?
Yeah, well, the two of you could put up a party together.
We could, the Kendy and Brendy party.
Brendy and Kendy party.
Brendy and Kendy.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Ray.
Mind the guitars.
Listen now for a second.
Yeah.
Come here. Oh, let you relax now for a second.
I'm relaxed.
There's some crack going on with the music on the Facebook.
What?
James, what kind of a sound was that?
Even going me, so I'm going, what am I after making there?
Jesus, we're leaving that one in.
No.
James O'Malley and Paddy Malloy's.
Oh, yes. This dropped today.
Kendy,
Yeah.
I don't think you know.
I need to do the dance.
Well, how are you fucking caping?
Yeah.
Kendy, they released that song, the Icelandic Eurovision song from a couple of years ago. And they did a video. What?
Whoa.
What?
No.
That
song is by a fella from Iceland. But it's not a Eurovision song.
Why does everyone say it's a Eurovision song?
When is it a Eurovision song?
Everyone is saying that's a Eurovision song.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah, you bowsy.
I didn't know that.
They did a version of it. It was unbelievable.
We need to know the song name. Do we have the song name?
James O'Malley was flicking the keys out. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it's a TikTok song. Like everyone knows that song.
But I know everybody knows it. But
I'll tell you what.
I guarantee if I said now, everybody listening now, put your hands up if you know it.
They know it.
They don't know it.
They do, Kendy. I don't think you know. How are you fucking gaping? They know it, Ray. They know, of course they know it. That's a Eurovision song. Sure, everyone said it is. But it's famous on the TikToks now because TikTok, it's an awful world when you realise that TikTok is now more famous than the Eurovision.
Right.
Dan, I'd be turning in her grave if she was,
Are you?
dead.
She's not dead.
If she was, I'm saying. So Paddy Malloy put it out. He had a load of friends there with him, but one of them we know is James O'Malley. James O'Malley, Ray, he was flicking the keys out of us.
Flicking the keys
He
himself.
was flicking the keys of himself, Ray. He well able, like, not only is a mathematician, but he well able to flick the keys of himself, Ray.
He was now.
And there was a young one singing beautiful harmonies along with it. Was a fantastic song.
Think about things.
Think about things.
And it is a fucking Icelandic Eurovision song.
Now.
Do you want to know what the biggest problem I had?
Go on.
I felt Paddy's tambourine performance was somewhat muted. Oh. Because he was just standing there staring into, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Oblivion.
say it, but I thought that all of the stuff Paddy did was a little bit. I thought everyone around him made him look good.
Yeah.
And I think it probably says a lot about him in the band setting also, because I think that is also the case.
Right.
When he's with the Bentley Boohils, I think that they all make him look a bit good.
I'd say we need to move on there now before you do any more damage.
Paddy, it was savage.
Yeah.
It's my favourite video I've watched of, because loads of people do videos in lockdown. That's my favourite one I've watched.
Riley did one.
Sean's Riley did one with all the big talented Riley heads on them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Kieran and Lorraine, the brother and the sister.
Kieran and Lorraine did
and two other lads, Colin and
They
Dean.
did a Van the Man Morrison song, and it was
Into the Mystic.
Listen to me. I don't know Smoothie well enough to know what I've never seen him play
Smoothie now
bass.
Sean O'Reilly has, and anyone that listens to the podcast knows Sean O'Reilly.
Yeah.
You don't, but you do.
Yeah.
Sean O'Reilly has as a brother.
Yeah, Smoothie.
He's a younger version of Sean with less miles in the clock.
Lot less.
Lot less miles in the clock. But yeah. Anyway, he's a very good bass player.
It was brilliant. It was it was so smooth and everything. It was great bass playing.
Nice.
And of course, Lorraine is Lorraine. I always said this, like, fiddlers have seen some sensational musicians and singers get up on the stage. I think Lorraine is the best voice I've heard on fiddler stage.
She's the only one that I've ever seen witness bouncers and bar staff stopping what they were doing and just going, "Jeez, that's great."
And listen, when the Rileys put one out, that video was sensational.
But now What
No.
about the Guerrilla Radio lads?
The Guerrilla Radio lads have 90,000 views or something.
90,000 people listen to the sound of silence.
And what a version that was as well.
Yeah, but it's
Guerrilla
funny
Radio.
if you funny listen to the actual name of the sound of silence. Imagine
Yeah.
it was just 4.5 minutes of silence.
Not just
but
boys.
it was Guerrilla Radio silence.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Just boys doing nothing.
Yeah.
But they are killing it. Everyone is killing it. There's some people out there that are killing it. They've really taken this whole, we're going to put stuff up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they've just walloped it out of the park.
Yeah. Now, let's not forget your marvellous contribution weeks and weeks back.
What was that?
I can't remember.
Spancel Hill.
That's what it was,
Who
yeah.
knows? But here's the other thing as well, folks, is that there is actually a video that Nick, if you want to know why I'm not putting stuff up, Nicola on her Instagram put up a video of what it's like to be in quarantine with Kendy. And I think Kendy and Raybo are going to take that video, it's about a 6-minute video, and put it on our Instagram page.
Right.
Because I think it is worthwhile people seeing like
We might have to chop it down a small bit now.
the troubles that Nicola deals with.
Yeah.
You know? Why
Yeah.
would chop down a small bit? Throw
I
it
have
up
to chop it down.
to what?
Chop it down for the bite size, clickbait experience.
Not we
Sure,
do.
how was 6 minutes? That's the reason they didn't put up Mammy's buns. 6 minutes.
Put up 6 minutes of Mammy's buns, Ray. I'm sick of people saying we haven't time to watch this. Of course, you're in quarantine.
Right, okay.
Put up Mammy's buns at 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It's one of the best videos. It's so relaxing when I
And-
watch this.
Do you remember last episode as well?
Go on.
We had Killian on thing.
That's right.
It was his birthday.
Was it?
Happy birthday to Killian.
Happy birthday, Killian, son.
Yeah. Now, God knows he probably doesn't listen to us anymore.
I hope he doesn't like.
At the start of that episode, right, which was 79, you caught me out.
Did I?
You did.
What to do?
You highlighted a moment in our relationship where I may have spoken to you in a not so great manner.
Yeah, but that was also a moment where you didn't realize that worked both ways. You know,
kinda
that was
did.
the idea.
I didn't think it was. I just felt very bad. I shouldn't have. I kind of, I treated you like,
Yeah, but the idea of that was, if you want to see how Kendy and Raybo actually work, listen to this.
Yeah.
It was me going, I'm going to put up a message here for a
Yeah.
second.
Kendy, did it turn you on?
Um,
You know when I got stern with you? When I said, look at me.
Did it turn me on or did it make me want to punch you? It's hard to fucking know.
So both kind of works.
It would have led to the turn on anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I do know, Ray.
What?
I'm sweating out my arse, man.
Your dinner's ready.
I know we dinner's ready. We
What are
better
you
go.
having today?
We're having a roast dinner. We're having a roast chicken.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
That's nice.
I got to go enjoy it now.
You're going to go enjoy. What am I going to do for the dinner? Nothing. Go home and have one of me clean cut meals.
Yeah, go home and have a clean cut meal.
205 calories in a little plastic box.
Mine's about 5,000 calories.
Jesus Christ, Bob.
Big differences
Jesus,
here.
I need to reevaluate my diet.
Well, I probably do too, but for different reasons.
Kendy,
Go on.
this is marvellous.
It was marvellous. We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
That was episode 80, folks.
Yep.
And we shall see you again in the next week or two.
Good luck.
Good luck.